would have to unhook it. It's just getting. He's the trouble.
Yeah, I don't know. Look at me, I'm like ripping this thing.
Wrong ear. Okay, what do you want me to say? Hey, Mike, how you doing? Move that chair over.
Go down one more. Down one more, Dad.
Okay.
One more. Mike and Debbie.
All rise. Hear ye. The 10th Judicial Circuit is now in session. The Honorable Kate Gorman presiding, sorry. All judges.
All right, everybody take a seat. Good morning. What a special day. We're here for Caroline Borden Campion swearing in as Stark County's resident circuit judge. She will serve out Judge Fehrenbacher's term. Sadly, Judge Fehrenbacher passed away on November 22nd of 2023 after a courageous battle with cancer. While he served, he was fair, patient, and kind. After his diagnosis, he fought with great fortitude and came to work every day he could without complaint. We all miss him. Now, Caroline is joined by her husband, Jim, fan favorite, her son, James, Judge Stu and Cam Borden, her brother, John, and I hope Scott's watching as we live stream this, I should say Uncle Scott Borden. And Pat Campion also could not be here. I hope she's watching. You bring out quite a crowd, Caroline. We have judges from the 10th who've taken time from their dockets to be here, and retired judges, Lyons, Collier, McCuskey, Shore, Nemanoff, Judge Retired Judge Dave Dubicki is sitting in the crowd. Judge Holly joins us from the federal court. We have Peoria County State's Attorney Jody Hoos, Marshall County State's Attorney Pat Murphy, newly sworn in Stark County State's Attorney Austin King. Welcome, one and all. Caroline brings a wide breadth of experience, both civil and criminal. She started at Hinshaw Culbertson, moved on to Howard Habecker and Morris, and she worked at Peoria County State's Attorney's Office before she was elected to the Stark County State's Attorney position. Oh, and I did see Jim Owens here, retired county, Stark County State's Attorney Jim Owens. This is a particularly significant day for me personally. A little over 16 years ago, then Chief Judge Stu Borden called to share the news that I had been selected to be an associate judge. It was such a thrill for me, Caroline, to call you with the transformative news. Stark County has a history of electing excellent judges. Judge Fehrenbacher, Judge Keith, the original Judge Borden, had to fit right in. As your dad swore me in what seems just a few years ago, it is my pleasure to have you step forward and be sworn. Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Caroline Borden Campion,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of Illinois,
of the State of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties
the duties
of Judge
of Judge
of the Circuit Court
of the Circuit Court
for the 10th Judicial Circuit
for the 10th Judicial Circuit
of Illinois
of Illinois
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief Judge. This is an overwhelming day. They always tell you how overwhelming it's going to be until you're standing up here to see everybody here. All of you who have been so supportive of my career, and a lot of you who made the trip out here to Stark County, luckily on a beautiful day, to come here. I really appreciate it. I had the privilege to practice as state's attorney in front of Judge Fehrenbacher. His even-tempered manner and his knowledge will be missed, and we know his time on the bench was too short, so I know his family couldn't be here, but I just wanted to give my thoughts to his family and thank him for his time here in Stark County, because he is and will be missed. Like I said, this is an overwhelming day. I'd like to thank all the judges who are here, the current judges. I know you have dockets to go back to, dockets you've had to leave to make the trip out here, so thank you very much. And the retired judges who came out here, I mean, you have plenty of time to come out here to Stark County, but to make the trip here, and I've known many of you for a long time, is really special for me. I've been lucky enough to practice both on the civil and criminal side. My career took a fortuitous turn when, about 8 years ago, the late Jerry Brady, who I think about often, hired me on as an assistant state's attorney in Peoria County, and I'll always be grateful for that opportunity. I'd like to thank, I worked under Jody Hoos, who's here today too, as state's attorney, who's always been supportive of myself as well in my career and all the turns it has taken. The past 3 years as Stark County state's attorney, this will be hard to get through, have been very special. We're so lucky in Stark County to have amazing department heads. Our circuit clerk, Julie Kenny, who I've worked with, who has been so helpful to me. Our county clerk, Heather Hollis. I know Paul is here, our treasurer. Lori Watson, who was my assistant as state's attorney. I couldn't have done the job without her. She was such a blessing for me to have during my time as state's attorney, and we had a lot of laughs in our office, a lot of groans, and a lot of eye rolls. But she was always there for me, you know, as my assistant. So I really want to thank her for her time with me. And Jim Owens, of course, the past state's attorney who served for 28 years. That was such an honor to step into his shoes a few years ago, and he's always been available if I needed to call him for anything. The law enforcement in Stark County that the past 3 years, Sheriff Chuck and Gary, you know the stories we share over the past 3 years, and I just thank you so much for being there. I would hear footsteps up the stairs, and I'm like, okay, I think that's Gary. What problem do we have to deal with today? So I could tell the footsteps within a year or two if he was coming up those stairs. To my family, I know Kurt and Sherry Baumgart are here. Mike and Debbie Bigger, who are pretty much my aunt and uncle. My brother John, my mom, and my dad. You know, big shoes to fill there. My son James, who's 6 years old and in first grade. So I got to tell him, you get to go to school late today. So he was excited about that. He loved coming to the courthouse here. He was able to find out where all the candy was hidden pretty quickly. So he did. He really enjoyed coming here too. And then of course, my husband Jim, who's always supported me, even when I decided to leave what some would call the cushy world of civil law and work and go to Peoria County State's Attorney's Office and start a whole new path there. And finally, it's just really special to be in this courtroom right now after growing up in Stark County and then moving back here and serving as state's attorney. So I just want to thank you all for your support, and thank you so much to everyone for coming today. Thank you.
Welcome. You're Borden Campion. You're headed to divorce in Peoria County. Yes, let's get things scheduled. Yours truly will be your mentor. But really, you have 20 judges whose door is always open. And I am going to give a shout out to the original Judge Corman. I'm wearing his robe today. I only break it out for special occasions. Try hard, have a good attitude, and remember it's not about you. We all look forward to working with you. And I believe the Bordens are throwing a little coffee and coffee cake across the street at Connie's.
Connie's right across, yep.
Yep.
Please, I hope everybody can come.
With that, court is adjourned. Thank you everyone for coming.